Okay, so what you just saw there on your screens was the ruckus that played out in Parliament today. This was over Rahul Gandhi being stopped from speaking. In fact, the chair at that point, after telling Rahul Gandhi he cannot speak on the issue of China or the unpublished memoir, moved on to other speakers, leading to an all-out protest by opposition MPs. 8 MPs have now been suspended for that particular move of throwing papers at the chair. One of them is Congress MP from Virudhunagar in Tamil Nadu, Manickam Tagore, who joins me on this broadcast. Mr. Manickam Tagore, Vanakkam, welcome. Thank you for joining us here on India Today. Tell me, sir, what played out in Lok Sabha today? What happened?
Good evening. We all know that the motion to thank the Honorable President for her address to the Parliament was taken up from yesterday because that's the customary way. Uh, Usually, the ruling party's member and then opposition leader will speak. Then, at last, the Honorable Prime Minister will reply to that, and the motion is motion to thank the Honorable President concludes. I'm in my 12th year in Parliament, and 12 years I had seen this happening in different kind of terms. That is with Sushma Swaraj first in as the leader of opposition, then I'd seen Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary ji as the floor leader of the opposition in the previous term, and then Rahul Gandhi ji himself in the previous 2 years. But this year, there was something different is happening. They are not allowing Rahul Gandhi ji, the leader of opposition, to speak.
Okay.
Yesterday itself, there were 4 adjournment motions was done because Mr. Gandhi was speaking about a book which was written by not by Pakistani general, but by the Indian general, celebrated General Naravane. And the book which he was quoting and the article which he was quoting, they said, the ruling party said, the Honorable Parliamentary Affairs Minister said
Yeah.
that it should be authenticated.
No, I'll talk about that in a bit, sir. But just to talk about what happened in the Lok Sabha today. Yes, you have objections to the fact that Mr. Rahul Gandhi wasn't allowed to speak in Parliament, but surely the manner in which you register that protest is not by throwing papers at the chair. What happened there? Are you justifying what played out in the Lok Sabha?
Without knowing about an action, you will not able to understand the reaction part. If you want to speak about the reaction part only, we can keep on speaking about the reaction part.
No, no, sure,
There is
sir.
an action, there is a reaction. The action is that to kill democracy in parliament. There is an action to murder democracy in parliament, demolish opposition voices, be bulldozing the opposition voices. That cannot be allowed. That can, if you bring a bulldozer to bulldoze all the opposition voices, that won't be allowed. That would be just left unasked, question being asked without any protest. That will be stopped by any means. That will be protested. There are voices. We have been taught to protest against these kind of things. Indian democracy has gone through these kind of all kind of situations. Mr. Amit Shah and Modi cannot bulldoze Indian Parliament like this.
Sure.
It is not Gujarat Assembly.
Okay, so you've explained the action to me, sir. Now just the reaction. You think it's warranted, justified? Yes, the opposition is outraged, but surely there's a manner to protest. Is that in the form of throwing papers at the chair, at climbing atop tables, as in fact has been claimed? We don't see that in the footage, though.
I was speaking about the first time. I was explaining to you the reaction. Now I'll tell you about the action. What they did, leader of opposition was not allowed to speak for 4 terms yesterday. Today he gave the authentication letter to the Secretary General. And after that, about the book of General Naravane, that was submitted by leader of opposition. After that, when leader of opposition started to speak about it, when he was speaking about Pakistan, China and India's border issues, and then U.S. Relationship with China, suddenly the chair was forced by the government to call the next speaker. I have never seen it like this. Opposition leader Rahul Gandhi, the party has 4 hours in the time allocation. 4 hours we are having for speaking. Rahul Gandhi has not spoken for 7 minutes for the past 2 days. And this kind of bulldozing is not acceptable. Let us come to the action now. What they did it, when they said that we will be, they called the TMC member, honorable TMC member's name. TMC member refused to speak because opposition leader's voice has been curtailed. Then Samajwadi members was called. He refused to speak, saying that opposition leader is not allowed to speak. Then DMK member was called. He refused to speak. Then they went to TDP member. Then we protested. Then we protested, we shouted at the slogans, we went into the well and said the thing that this is demolition of parliament, it should not be allowed. And then we shouted at the ministers, saying the thing that this is a bulldozing the parliament and we will not allow. Then they instigated us. Then our members who are having papers in their hand throw the paper at the ministers, and few of the papers fall on the speaker's chair.
So what exactly happened, sir? Because what we're hearing is that there were MPs who climbed on top of tables and then threw these papers. Did that happen? And if that did happen, sir, is that something that's justifiable?
No, you have to understand it. When injustice is done, you can't ask the injustice.
So two wrongs surely don't make a right, Mr. Manickam Tagore.
No, injustice.
There are other ways to protest. I completely agree. You have a right to protest. You have a right to raise the issues that the opposition faces. But is this the way, sir, to climb on top of tables in the temple of democracy and throw papers?
When temple is not a temple, when temple is made as a mockery of democracy, when temple is made as a place where you will murder democracy, it is not called as democracy. It is not called as temple. Temple is not a building. You have to understand it. It is a system which has to work on a system. Opposition voices, 240 MPs are there of Lok Sabha who are opposition MPs. And you are having a government which is 239 MPs of the BJP are there. And their alliance partner is around 30 MPs are there. With that, their help only they are in the government. BJP has been reduced from 303 to 240 now. They are not having a single party government also.
No, so your outrage...
But the arrogance is so high that as if they are won 400 seat.
Sir, your outrage is warranted. But again, I'll ask you, as someone who's now been suspended for what played out in the Lok Sabha, do you stand by that? By the reaction that came in from all of you, the MPs?
Whenever injustice is done, we will protest it. We will fight against it. We will not bow down to this kind of thing. The voice of the opposition leadership must be allowed to speak. Opposition should be allowed their voice to be raised in the parliament. Parliament is a place we had been elected by people. The way Mr. Modi was elected, I was also elected by the people. The way Amit Shah is elected, my colleagues in the parliament is also elected. We are all part of the election process. People has elected us. We had come to here in the parliament. So we can't be silent towards all these things.
The form of protest is what I'm asking you about, sir. But Mr. Manickam Tagore, I just want you to listen to what Minister Piyush Goyal has said in response to what played out in Parliament. I'd like your reaction on what Piyush Goyal said too, sir. Do stay with us. Let's play out what Piyush Goyal said. He's demanded an apology from Rahul Gandhi, particularly over the questions that have been raised by the opposition on the trade deal. Listen in to Piyush Goyal.
साधारणतः तो हम पार्लियामेंट में बोलना चाहते थे इसके बारे में, लेकिन हम सबने देखा वो भद्दा दृश्य, जिस प्रकार से विपक्ष विशेषकर राहुल गांधी जी के नेतृत्व में कांग्रेस पार्टी और उनके मित्र पक्ष डीएमके, तृणमूल कांग्रेस, समाजवादी पार्टी, कितना भद्दा व्यवहार आज उन्होंने पार्लियामेंट में किया। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी की आसन तक पहुंचकर उनका अपमान किया। मैं घोर निंदा करता हूं विपक्ष की, राहुल गांधी जी की।
Mr. Manickam Tagore, you've heard from the government there. They're saying that there was an insult to the speaker with the kind of actions that were committed, and they've demanded an apology, sir, from all of you, from Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
First is Mr. Piyush Goyal was absent in the House when these things are all happening. When leader of opposition was not allowed to speak, when he authenticated the letter today, yesterday Piyush Goyal was there. Today he was not at all in Lok Sabha. Where he was there, we don't know. He is a trade minister who has failed in the trade. Tariff is 18% tariff on our goods and 0% on Americans. And 500 billion products you have to buy it from Americans. Is it a successful deal? He calls it. What he says he's going to do it. All the farm products are going to be allowed now. This is a
No,
complete
this is
failure.
Trump's version. This is what Trump has said. We don't know yet what the exact fine print of the deal is.
Then why Mr. Modi is tweeting that Trump Truth Social? Why he is not denying it? The question should be asked to Mr. Modi. What I am saying is, you deny it. Then, Mr. Trump, you are lying. We are not accepted it. We will not buy $500 billion dollars of product from you. Zero tariff. We will put you 18% on you. It will be reciprocal tax on you. You do that thing, show some spine.
No,
but the problem with Piyush Goyal like people is when they don't come to the house and give a lecture to us. He was not in the house today when these things were happening, when leader of opposition was not allowed to speak. Yesterday he was there with helping Mr. Amit Shah. Why these people are speaking yarn to us? When Piyush Goyal, like people who are failed ministers in the trade deals, are not able to come to the parliament and give lecture to you in the media, and we are asked to reply to them. This is the saddest part. They are not ready to come to parliament.
He's a union minister, so that's why I sought your response. He's a union minister who's made a comment about what played out in parliament. Ultimately, I hope that we do see a discussion on the trade deal in the House tomorrow. I hope it's not more of disruptions and we see constructive business going forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Manickam Tagore, for joining us, for taking the time out. Mr. Manickam Tagore, along with several of his colleagues, have been suspended as a result of that sequence where papers were hurled at the speaker. He explains what really played out. He says that the opposition is not being allowed to speak.